Okay guys, hello and welcome back to the channel. So let's actually have a look at 4 hourly for our beloved Kaspa. But before we are going to start, remember that this video is not financial advice, and of course if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing and hit the like if you think that I actually deserve it. So guys, do you remember when I was saying that I wouldn't be surprised if Kaspa would dip to levels of 12 cents? And well, it actually dipped, alright? So I guess that on this particular occasion I was right, okay? And remember, I'm not always right, okay? It's just in this particular scenario. Nonetheless, guys, I believe that following liquidity levels is very, very important because as you can see, obviously I'm not a magician, right? But looking at liquidity levels is very significant due to the fact that market is driven by liquidity, okay? So the question is, are we going to see the further dump to, let's say, levels of 12 cents, 0 to be exact? Well, 4 hourly is showing us that we have properly bottomed from the standpoint of stochastic RSI. Nonetheless, we could see still a little bit of a downside, okay? So let's go to the daily time frame. As you guys see on a daily time frame, this is where Kaspa is at the moment, okay? So we could see a little bit of a more, let's say, downside, okay? This is what is the scenario basically, okay? And also we do have this level, that blue line, which is a quite significant level of a support. Let me actually zoom this thing out, okay? As you can see, that support basically goes, well, roughly with confirmations, well, here, there you go, bang, 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 and of course here there was that kind of well, let's say deviation towards the downside where everybody thought that Kaspa is over. Nonetheless, Kaspa pumped back, blah blah blah, and this is where we are at the moment, okay? So there definitely could be a little bit of more pain before we are going to see the huge alt season, okay? And again guys, by saying huge alt season, I don't want to tell you that Kaspa is going to do 100x because nobody really knows. I don't want this to be a fuel for you to degen into Kaspa. I just would like to advise to everybody, although it's not financial advice, that well, you should have diversified portfolio in order to capitalize as soon as possible well, on your crypto investments, okay? So daily scenario is showing us this. We've got 77 if it comes to greed according to CoinGlass, and if it comes to liquidity for BTC first and then Kaspa, of course. A very concerning thing is that on 7 daily outlook for BTC, we've got so many longs, guys. As you can see, we've got 10.24 billion worth of longs, okay? Everybody is long in the market because BTC obviously saw the upside, okay? Versus well, how much? Let me zoom out a little bit. Versus 3.14 billion, okay? I am not saying that BTC is going to see the huge dive, but it's definitely possible. Especially looking at 24 hourly, we see significant levels of liquidity in here below the current trading price. Nonetheless, we still have liquidity above us that is currently piling, and the highest level is at 106,481.60 cents to be exact, guys, okay? But the scary thing is that if I'm going to let's say zoom it on a weekly time frame, we can see that we have significant levels of liquidity, let's say at 90, okay? So could we experience a huge sell-off right after inauguration and basically experience that you know, buy the rumor, sell the news type of event, or we are just going to go parabolically, okay? Also, I think that market is dumping a little bit and experiencing a little bit of a pullback due to, well, obviously Trump's meme coin that is pumping and nothing else is actually pumping, which is obviously funny. And I think the market is potentially seeing this as a negative, okay, because people are thinking, I mean, there are theories that Trump got hacked or whatever. You know, him being bullish, okay, on a crypto, I believe, is definitely giving him kind of opportunity to capitalize as well. But of course, we know that he's got Ethereum, BTC, and stuff like that, but I don't think that this is a threat to national reserve for BTC, okay? So guys, I don't think that this is a big deal, and also on the top of that is weekend, okay? So we shouldn't really trust weekend, you know, volatility, in my opinion, of course, okay? Guys, of course, that dump is also due to the fact that BTC pulled back a little bit and is going sideways at the moment, okay? Nonetheless, I believe that altcoin season is going to start, okay? Well, why do I think so? Well, first of all, ETFs are actually coming back. If it comes to BTC, as of Friday, we saw almost 1 billion of inflows, And if it comes to Ethereum, let's have a look. We had 23 only. I believe that we are going to see the switch at some point. I'm going to show you macro charts very soon, but before that, let's actually have a look at Kaspa's dashboard. Okay, so market cap is sitting at 3.2 billion USD and ranking is sitting at number 45. Unfortunately, Kaspa dipped. Okay, but so what? Anyways, volume is sitting at 171 mil and we have 11% of a dip for our beloved Kaspa. Okay, now guys, if you're actually interested into keeping your Kaspa safe outside of exchanges on which anything might happen, make sure that you check out Tangent Wallet. So Tangent Wallet obviously offers you storing crypto besides Kaspa, and the nice thing is that you can actually swap your Kaspa for USDT, so there's no need to actually send it back to exchanges. And with my discount code you can get minus 10% off. You can find the links in the description down below, and of course you can also find the links for Bybit and bitunx.com, which doesn't require any VPN. Anyways guys, let's go back to Kaspa now. Okay, let's go back to Kaspa's liquidity, and after that I'm going to show you macro charts for altcoins, so on and so forth, that are going to basically show us of where we are in this cycle. So Kaspa Binance perpetual on a daily. Okay, everybody's shorting Kaspa now after Kaspa actually saw that short. Okay, so now let's put Kaspa in here and let's have a look at 7 daily outlook. Okay, so everybody is shorting Kaspa now. Okay, that based on this alone kind of gives me a little bit of a more confidence that Kaspa might dip from these levels. Yes, of course we might see a little bit of a dip in here. Nonetheless, I believe that Kaspa is going to see the bounce, but in order to kind of well, give us ourselves a little bit of a more confidence, let's check how is the heat map looking like, at least on Binance. Okay, since I already have weekly in here, let's have a look at weekly, guys. Okay, so you see what happened. Okay, then liquidity got grabbed. Do you remember when I was saying that I wouldn't be surprised if Kaspa would dip to levels of 12 cents, and it perfectly did. Damn guys, this website actually should be illegal. Okay, I mean, it helps a lot with trading. Probably I'm going to start trading as well. I don't trade at the moment, okay, but you see how well, easy it could be. I don't want to say it, guys, right, because I don't want to be this kind of a guy, oh, it's easy and I lose money. Okay, if I lose, you're probably gonna see it if I would decide to trade. Nonetheless, guys, I digressed a little bit. We can see that significant level of liquidity is piling above the current trading price, and that's at 15 cents 8, and we've got 256,012 to be exact to be liquidated if the price of Kaspa is going to move to these levels. Okay, so I believe that this is possible for Kaspa. So, well, if it comes to liquidity grab, okay, this is only based on liquidity. Of course, we could see some news like either bearish or bullish catalyst for Kaspa and overall market to either go up or down, but based on liquidity on its own, we could see a little bit of a more pain. Let me actually scroll it down a little bit, and you see we've got 11 cents 9, let's say. So not much of pain, I would say. Okay, now guys, since we know the short term for Kaspa, okay, let's actually have a look at overall scenario. Okay, so let's actually start with BTC's dominance. Okay, well, this isn't juicy. Okay, I am not going to lie. Okay, but we know that at some point this is going to dip. That's the first thing, and also another factor is that monthly time frame, everything is still going according to the plan, in my personal humble opinion, guys. Stochastic RSI is traveling towards the downside, just like it did in here in January 2021, and it stayed there for 214 days, okay, at this particular occasion. However, we have to remember that for USDT on a monthly, it only stayed there in that area for 91 days, okay. So this is a little bit of a difference, okay. We will have anything between 1 and 3 months to take profits heavily before these are actually going to come back, okay. But this is monthly outlook. So now, since we are looking at USDT dominance, let's actually have a look at short time frame. Let me zoom this thing out a little bit, and 4 hourly is basically showing us that stochastic RSI is an overheated level, and now we basically had this smash double top, let's say, and now this thing is going down, okay, on 4 hourly. Very good thing is that we have dipped, okay, we have dipped on Wednesday, and ever since then we have a downward momentum, and we could even argue that this is some kind of you know, a bear flag formation, right? So I believe that once we are going to smash this level and turn it into resistance, that's going to be definitely much juicier outlook for our beloved altcoins, and of course for our beloved Kaspa, guys. Okay, now, why do I think that the party is yet to happen? Okay, so looking at total crypto market cap excluding top 10 on 4 hourly, well, let me actually zoom it out to daily. So you see what's going on, guys. Okay, the reason why we have dipped, okay, because based on technicals on its own, you see that altcoins had this well, big run, let's say, where everybody was degening into altcoins, and we see that right now we are basically at the same level where we were before if it comes to the all-time highs. Okay, so obviously this is okay, healthy, I guess, this rejection. Coming back to the daily time frame, guys, we can clearly see that this formation is, well, let's say falling wedge slash bull flag. Okay, so if we are going to argue that this is a bull flag, let me cut it this way, okay, which is a bullish flag, which is a bullish pattern, of course. And if we are going to let's say argue that this is a falling wedge, which is a still bullish kind of outlook, well, kind of, for sure, at least based on a pattern, we can argue that we had this exit, obviously the retest, bang bang, and yes, we could see a little bit of a more pain. Nonetheless, guys, in my personal humble opinion, of course, we are still well, let's say early. I wouldn't really say early, because early will be accumulation zone, and here the depth of the bear cycle in, let's say, December / April, whatever, 2023, that was the time to accumulate altcoins. But of course, nobody wanted to pick up the pain. Well, I've been picking up the pain. I'm very happy, guys. I hope that this helps. I hope that you have enjoyed this quick update, and as always, guys, peace and love crypto, and have a great rest of the day wherever you are.